Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The race for the playoffs is front and center this week, and here's a look at the AFC contenders. And it's not just who is in or out, but how the seeding shakes out. What a great time of year. It's the Jaguars going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, it was a little late in getting here, but autumn has arrived on a beautiful November day in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that would... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And for this offensive unit that we'll see here in just a second, T.J. Yeldon is certainly someone to mention.
Came out of Alabama with a lot of attention, but earned it. This guy is better and better at a lighter weight. Shifty back who can finish with power.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
One of the more underrated yet valuable positions in the NFL is safety, and Rashad Jones epitomizes what you're looking for. A guy who can drop down into the box in the run game and tackle those bigger, stronger running backs. He can also cover people, whether it's tight ends or bigger slot guys, and that gives him the ability to stay on the field every down and make big plays.
On third down. That's Grant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit at the 24-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Miami Dolphins starting lineup now, and Kenyon Drake, a guy to watch.
He has the ability to affect the game in so many different ways. In the return game, bringing it back himself. Also can be a gunner on the punt coverage team and did that very well at Alabama. But has the ability to run the ball out of the backfield as well as catch it. Kenyon Drake, you can use him so many different ways.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Josh Lambo now for the point after. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now Tannehill. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Defensive end Calais Campbell's size is imposing. He's 6'8", but he has great ability to bend and get leverage against offensive linemen, so it's hard to move him in the run game. As an added bonus, that size blocks a lot of kicks, and I think Jacksonville's counting on that in 2017.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down and 4. Tannehill hands to Drake. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. From the 3 now, here they come on third and goal. Here's a run for the former Louisville Cardinal, Sonoris Perry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, first I thought that might have been a bobbled snap, but as it developed, it wasn't. They designed that fake, probably wishing they would have kicked it.
Certainly that was not a bobble, because we've seen that before, haven't we? You know, and they have a code word, right? Usually a fire. And oftentimes that means move outside, right? They try to find open space and the holder rolls out. He tried to go up the middle. That was designed with blocking, and they had no place to go.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. From his goal line here, Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On second down, it's Drake. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So after the INT, it's Bortles. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And a short run there for the touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. The Jaguars have the early lead here. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Bortles. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Yeah, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing now is Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Lambo on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On first down, Drake trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third and short, Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing is Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Back to throw. Tannehill throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. It's complete to Drake. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back onto the field with his offense. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And out come the Dolphins now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Scott. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here we go on fourth, Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Following the sack, third and long for Bortles and the Jags. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And this defies logic. That winds up 2 points for the other team. Utterly unbelievable. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, it's Tannehill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Fighting his way through contact. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Dolphins trail at home at halftime. The Jaguars have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Early in quarter one, offensive line won't be able to hold up here. Jaguars recover the ball and return it for a touchdown as they jump out in front 6-0. Offense on the field now after the INT. Bortles looking for room to run, and he'll go for a score. The Jaguars up now by 13. Now 3rd and 8. Bortles got the completion here, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Jaguars up now by 19. Dolphins take over late in the second. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Jaguars will take it back for the touchdown. The Jaguars push the lead to 23. So that'll do it from here. Let's go back down to Miami with Brandon and Charles.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Second down following the incompletion. Here's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game. Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Price. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. On second down, here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Bortles now on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down. That's Grant. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely to start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So now here come the Dolphins. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that's incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back onto the field with his offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Jaguars on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. Here's Brad Nortman now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Price. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. On first down, Tannehill. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll try again with Drake. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Tannehill. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Parkey's kick is good. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the third quarter in Tampa. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Partner, we saw these Dolphins jump off sides a bunch last year, but that's not unusual for those guys like Sue who want to get that quick start into the offensive backfield, and they do make a lot of plays doing that.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Dolphins are going to get a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gray. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, Tannehill. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Bortles going to look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jaguars, the win means they'll finish the first half of the